Renaissance philosophy, which spanned the 14th to the 17th century, marked a significant shift in the focus and methods of philosophical inquiry. This era, known for its cultural, artistic, and intellectual rebirth, turned back to the classical texts of Greek and Roman thinkers, moving away from the heavily religious-oriented philosophy of the medieval period. The Renaissance is most notably characterized by humanism, a movement that placed a strong emphasis on human potential, dignity, and worth. Humanism. Foundations. Renaissance humanism arose as scholars sought to revive and study classical Latin and Greek literature. It emphasized the value and agency of human beings and focused on secular subjects rather than purely religious themes. Education and ethics. Humanist philosophers advocated for a well-rounded education, studia humanitatis, encompassing grammar, rhetoric, history, poetry, and moral philosophy, believing this would produce virtuous, active citizens. Key figures. Important humanist thinkers included Petrarch, often considered the father of humanism, Erasmus, a Dutch philosopher and theologian, and Giovanni Pico della Mirandola, known for his work Oration on the Dignity of Man, which has been called the Manifesto of the Renaissance. Political philosophy. Niccolò Machiavelli, 1469–1527, perhaps the most influential Renaissance philosopher in political theory. Machiavelli's works, particularly The Prince, marked a significant departure from medieval political philosophy. Realism in politics. Machiavelli is known for his political realism, advocating for pragmatic, sometimes ruthless strategies for maintaining power and stability in a state. He separated morality from politics, focusing on effectiveness and real-world scenarios. Impact on political thought. His ideas contributed to the development of modern political science and the concept of political realism. Revival of skepticism. Michel de Montaigne, 1533–1592. A French philosopher, Montaigne was instrumental in reviving and popularizing skepticism during the Renaissance. His essays are considered pioneering works in French literature and philosophy. Skepticism and tolerance. Montaigne's skepticism was not merely methodological but also a philosophical stance that led to his advocacy for cultural and religious tolerance. Advances in natural philosophy. The Renaissance also saw significant developments in natural philosophy, the precursor to modern science, with figures like Copernicus, Galileo, and Kepler challenging the Aristotelian cosmos and contributing to the scientific revolution. Impact and legacy. Transition to modern thought. Renaissance philosophy played a crucial role in the transition from medieval to modern thought. It laid the groundwork for the Enlightenment and the modern scientific and intellectual landscape. Cultural and intellectual rebirth. The period saw a rebirth in art, science, and literature, driven by a renewed interest in classical antiquity and a new focus on human experience and potential. Ethical and political theory development. The ethical and political theories developed during this time continue to influence contemporary thought. In summary, Renaissance philosophy, with its humanistic focus, political realism, and revival of classical learning, represented a significant turning point in Western intellectual history, setting the stage for the modern age.